Hi there, I'm Patrick McMurray, aka Shucker Paddy, world champion and Guinness Book of World Records oyster shucker. Now, when you're buying Prince Edward Island oysters, I want you to buy fewer oysters more often. The trucks are leaving Prince Edward Island 5 days a week, so you can coordinate with your wholesaler, your fishmonger on when the oysters are going to come in. Fewer oysters more often is a lot better. Keeps the oysters very fresh, keeps them in the cold chain better, and will have a better product overall. Now, when you get your oysters, there's a couple of tips that I'm going to show you how I receive my oysters. First off, when you get your box of oysters, you want to check the tag date. Sometimes it's on the outside, sometimes the tag's on the inside. This one's on the outside, you can check dates there. Here's one on the inside. It's got who grew it, where it was grown, the date it was harvested, the date it was packed. That gives you the time frame between water and your door, and then it's who put it together. So, and you have to keep this on file as well. In industry, you're supposed to keep it for about 90 days, and that's for transparency in case something ever happens, which rarely if ever does, and you know what you're serving on that day. So that's why you have to keep your tags. Keep this on file, and I recommend to keep it on file when you use it. If you're in the restaurant, then you choose the day that you've opened this box, keep that tag with your sales dates for that day. That's my tip of the day. Next thing you're gonna do is look inside. So look, hey, we got a gel pack. Not a lot of people do gel packs, but it's really good, especially through the warmer months, to have a frozen gel pack in your oysters, keeping temperature really well. And the good thing about this is that you can reuse this. This gel pack can be then taken, washed off, frozen again, and used for catering. So why not use your gel packs over and over again? And this is a nice treat. Sarah packed this box for us. So thank you, Sarah. I'm gonna check it out now. The next thing I like to do with my oysters is look, smell, and listen. That means I'm gonna look at the box, take a look at the oysters overall. If there's anything gaping, I'm gonna remove them and deal with them. Compost, take care of it like that. Then what I like to do is have a smell. And it's not sticking your face right in, but you'll be able to smell if there's any off smells. It should smell like the ocean and happy ocean smells. Anything off, it's like fermented leaves or maybe a sulfuric smell to it. It not making you happy, then you have to find it. One of the best ways to do it in a box like this is tossing it. Those all sound solid. If anything is hollow, it's going to sound like a castanet or a clunker. It's going to just sound hollow. You can hear it and you can find it. This sounds all good. That doesn't mean that I have to not check all the rest of them. If I really want to get really good to it, you take your oysters. If you hear that nice solid sound, then you've got a great oyster. So when you find one that may be open, this one's gaping open right here, hear that? Sounds hollow versus sounding solid. So once you determine which one is hollow, you can discard that one. Composting is fine. Now, once you've opened your box of oysters, you've determined all the oysters are of great quality, you're gonna put those into service right away. If you have extra boxes, don't open those ones. Those ones wait until you're ready for service. So put them in the fridge and keep them cold all the time for best oyster practice. If you have oysters left over, you're doing it wrong. You should finish all of your oysters. But if you have oysters left over, you have to store them overnight. Best thing to do is put them in a busbin or the box that it came from, and you use a cold wet piece of paper towel over top to keep the humidity and moisture to the top of the shell, and put that into the fridge right away. Using your first in, first out knowledge, sign date, mark the box, and then that's going to be used first thing for next service. So folks always ask me, how long can you store your oysters for? Well, I'm the type of person that would like to buy and then sell the oyster right away to ensure best possible freshness. They can store for a number of days and up to a number of weeks when they're in great condition. This time of year, what I would do is order less more often. I'd order my oysters for Monday and even Wednesday, and on Friday, I'd balance up what I'm gonna need over the weekend. So order less or fewer numbers of oysters, but more often. And that ensures that the cold chain works and everyone is buying fresh oysters all the time. Every Prince Edward Island oyster that you get on your plate is super safe, great, and delicious. Tastes like the ocean.